Welcome to the Gear Slum, your one-stop shop for all things guitar culture nonsense. I'm Aaron.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Cole.
We slum it hard so you don't have to. Dong a dong a dong a dong.
Dong and dong and dong and dong.
Dong a
I love that when you started.
Dong 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 and dong and dong.
Dong, dong, and dong. When you started singing that for some reason, I think it's because you were laughing. Your camera was shaking. Guys, we record this with cameras. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
we're
guys
very
know that.
sophisticated now.
It's a wild.
It's been a wild.
Ooh, baby, baby. It's a wild one. Thank you. Thank you.
That's one of the. That's a very good "Me First" and the "Gimme Gimme" song.
Oh, yeah. As they all are.
They're all very good.
You first and the gotchas.
And the takey takeys.
Ooh, that's good.
Us first and the sherries.
So, how's it going, guys?
It's going well.
I mean,
Is it not going well
well,
for you?
no, I have,
All your
Dude.
needs are met.
yeah, I don't know if you know this, but I got a buttload of privilege.
Yeah, dude, we do know that.
I
have a swimming pool.
and many televisions, and
And a puppy,
a puppy.
which is, I guess the puppy wasn't more expensive than the swimming pool, but probably more expensive than any of your televisions.
No way. Televisions are expensive. I mean, good big ones.
So are puppies. That's my point.
Oh.
Televisions are not that expensive.
Televisions are not $2,000, and puppies are.
My dog was free.
Yeah, that's why
Aaron did it the old-fashioned way.
It doesn't.
He went
Wait
to
a
the grocery
second.
store and saw somebody with a cardboard box full of puppies and said, I'll take that one.
No, I didn't.
He went to a shelter.
That is
He did it
rude.
the new old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
In the new old-fashioned way. Is that good singing?
I'm doing it's I did got the Jingle Bell Rock version. That's great singing, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes. To answer your question.
You answer your question.
To answer your question, no, it was not good. It was great.
Speaking of great singing, we had some good covers of Recovering the Satellites.
Did we?
Yeah.
That's good to know. I did watch a few of them. All the ones that I saw come up. They were good.
Did you watch mine?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I liked it. It was long November? Long December? Did you watch mine?
Yeah. I liked
And-
it too.
So I forgot
I have to say
what
that.
all the songs sound like,
Yeah.
except for like a general feeling.
Yeah.
So I just looked up the chords and lyrics and just
Yeah, it was good.
went with it.
Yeah.
It was nowhere
like a
close
game
to
of-
the real melody.
It was like a game of telephone and you were like a couple people in, you know.
Yes. That's true. That's good.
Except instead of a couple people in, he had the person tell it to him, and then he waited a couple weeks
Exactly. Oh,
and then
crap.
tried to recall.
I know I use this analogy all the time, but it was like giving a presentation from someone else's PowerPoint. Well, I have the notes. Let me try to
I don't
fill
know if
this
I've
in
heard
with,
you.
with
I
no
don't know if
knowledge.
I've heard you use that
Oh,
analogy.
I say that all the time.
Maybe just in like
Maybe
your
not.
in your teaching world or something,
Yeah, maybe you don't say
No.
it out loud to
or in your Lowe's world.
your true. You say
It
that
has
all
your
the
Lowe's
time at
world, dude.
Lowe's.
I say it up your butt. How about that?
around the corner.
Yeah.
How are
Oh.
you liking that job, by the way?
It's all right. It's fine. So it's all good.
It's all good.
It's cool. I get to get my hands a little dirty. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Have you built anything cool
Um,
with all the supplies you have at your disposal?
no. I mean, they're not really at my disposal.
Do you get an employee
Sure they
discount?
are.
I mean, they're at my disposal in that I am near them if I choose
Yeah.
to buy them, but they're not just like at my actual disposal.
Do you get a discount?
I do some. I can get a
Okay.
small discount. It's not great.
Could you get a disposal?
I could get a discount on.
Do you have
disposal.
disposals at your disposal?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys call them?
A garbage disposal. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they're called.
What,
a lot
what
of
else?
people, have you heard people call it a dispose-all because that is like
What?
the brand name? If you look at
I've
like the
never heard
ring on a
that
lot of them, it says
before.
dispose-all.
Most of them that you see say incinerator on them.
Yeah. No, but the incinerators say dispose-all on them.
Does it
Yeah.
on like the little ring?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen it on the
Incinerator is
gasket.
a great name.
Incinerator is a
It's
great
like-
name.
It's like from freaking Star Wars or something. But I think, is it technically a disposer?
No, it's a garbage disposal system.
It's a
Probably.
Yeah.
disposal. Yes, yes.
But that's not the, yeah, but you wouldn't like
They're
disposal.
called garbage disposals.
But that's not like disposal isn't, you know what I'm saying? That word doesn't mean
Yes.
that.
It's not a noun, is what you're
Garbage
saying.
disposal unit. Or it's not a noun in that context.
It's not like an object.
Yeah.
It's a,
So
Wait, why not?
a disposal.
The word in that usage.
no, it's like a disposal system or a disposal unit.
Okay, so it's
It's an adjective in that
This
context.
disposal is the act of disposing of something.
right. I know, but like sometimes words shift and it becomes the. It
yeah,
becomes
that
the
it has
noun in itself.
become that now, but that only because of a garbage disposal. That's
Yeah, but it's only used in that context. Like you don't call other things disposals that you also throw things through.
Yeah, but nothing else functions as awesome as that.
I'm just telling you.
that doesn't
wood
have
chipper,
anything
you
to
don't
do
call
with
it-
it, Phil.
You wouldn't call it like a wood disposal.
Okay, but I have a trash compactor. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
don't, but like
Compactor. It's not a compactal.
Compactor is a thing.
That's
that
why I'm saying
compacts.
it's more proper to say a disposer, but nobody
Because
calls it that.
compactor means something that compacts. Disposal doesn't mean something that disposes.
Exactly. Disposal is an adjective. Do you know
It'd be like
the
if you
difference
had a
between
garbage
noun and
compact,
adjective?
like a look at my trash compacting.
yes.
Compacting is a noun.
School's only been out for
sometimes.
2 weeks and you're already forgetting how English works, Phil.
Yep. That's
I
how
mean,
it-
I agree with you. It's fine to call it a garbage disposal, but it's just a weird.
It is a weird thing.
It's a shortened thing. I'm sure it was called a garbage disposal unit, and they're like, "Why do we say unit? Let's just say garbage disposal."
So somebody posted wondering where the term lazy Susan came from.
Mm-hmm. Where
Do you
did they
guys know
post
where
this?
it came from?
I'm assuming it's a.
Someone posted this in the Gear Slum.
No, just on
Oh.
Twitter. I think the reason the reason they asked that question is because it like on its face it sounds like it was probably some racist thing at some point, you know?
The answer is misogyny.
It is. I'll tell you the answer. Do you want to know the
not,
answer?
Not racism, misogyny. That's my guess.
It's kind of racist.
Is it?
No,
No.
it just has to do with Thomas Jefferson, and he's kind of racist. Well, he was very racist, I suppose.
Was Susan white? Yes or no?
I don't know, to be honest.
Oh well.
She was his daughter.
And that does not necessarily mean
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
No, but she was like publicly his daughter, not one of his
I
many.
assume she was white.
Yeah.
I'm
And it was
assuming his daughter
just a
named
dig
Susan.
at his daughter for being lazy, basically.
Yeah. He's like, fine, I'm gonna make this wheel so you can shut up.
Yeah, so you don't have to like
Hey,
walk
Susan,
around the
pass
table.
the salt. And she's like, get it yourself, Dad.
He's like,
But listen
I
to
drive a
this.
Dodge
Listen to this.
Stratus.
It is said that Jefferson invented the lazy Susan because his daughter complained she was always served last at the table, and as a result, never found herself full when leaving the table. So it's like,
It wasn't even about her being
You
lazy.
don't get enough food, and then I'm going to imply that
Yeah.
you're lazy.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. So
My lazy daughter. It's like, yeah, 'cause she's malnourished.
she's served last, and they run out of food.
Yeah.
They don't have enough food for her because she gets food served to her last.
How much food is everyone else eating? Like he's like
And
one of
he's-
the richest people in the world. Just have more food.
And he's mad about her complaining.
Yeah,
About that.
yeah, exactly. He's
That
so
might not be
inconvenienced.
true. That might be. It's probably apocryphal, but because others believe that Thomas Edison invented it.
So they were apparently also grouped under the term dumbwaiter.
Oh, but
Because-
that's like I thought that was a different thing.
It is, but they're like doing the same thing. It's like a convenience item that's taking the place of work that a servant might have done or something like that. It's like this is passing
That's what we
the
do.
food around the table, and the other one is like taking the food upstairs or whatever.
Yeah. And dumb being like a dummy, like a not like a
Yeah,
dumb,
like
not
a-
like
like
an
not a
intelligent
human.
person, but yeah,
Yeah.
like a puppet. You would call it dummy.
Yeah,
No,
It's
like,
like a-
an idiot.
some humans I would call a dummy too.
It's
If you
an
know what I'm
idiot.
saying.
Idiot. Hey,
I've had
waiter.
some dumb waiters in my time.
Hey, waiter. Can I get my food, please?
It's
Upstairs
so-
this time.
I know this just sounds. I know this sounds like I'm doing like a bad stand-up skit or something, but it bugs me to no end when waiters don't write down your order. It's like it's not a contest, bro. You're not like I'm not going to give you an extra tip if you remember my order without writing it down.
It doesn't bother me unless they have trouble with it.
Yeah, because then they get it wrong. They always do.
But yeah, Cole's saying like, why risk it?
Yeah,
Right.
if there's literally no benefit.
So
to
the
not
only
It's
writing
for,
it
reason-
down.
doing it
it's
is
for
to
their
show off.
own. Maybe
It's for their own ego or something. It's
Yeah.
like when it's like
because
if
they're
you ever
bored of
if you ever
serving
go to like
food
check
all
out
the time.
somewhere where they have to like type in a number, like when you're in school and you tell them your ID number for your school lunch or whatever, and they like make a point to not look at the numbers while they're typing them in. They're like stare you. They haven't looked you in the eye the entire time, and then they like stare straight into your eyes to be like, I can do this without looking at it, biatch. And it's like that's cool, I guess, but
I do that all the time. I don't know. I don't see the problem. Just kidding. I don't.
I just get
I-
angry at things, guys.
You just get so angry.
But no, I'm on board with this anger, only because why would a restaurant invent that as like part of their thing?
Invent what?
Like we don't
Not
want our
writing stuff
waiters
down?
writing stuff down.
Yeah. It's like the dumbest. I don't know that any restaurants actually have that as their gimmick, but if it was, it would be a very dumb gimmick.
Yeah.
None of our servers write things down. We
Yeah,
all-
exactly.
We demand that if you can't remember, like I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, it's an after work party or whatever. There's like, Linda's retiring, and there's 20 of us,
Yeah, they
This
don't even
guy-
give her a retirement card because they're not going to write anything down in it.
and this guy, the server, comes up to the table of 20 people, and he's like, not holding something in his hand. Yeah, that's not good.
You're like, bro, just
Just write it down.
yeah. It's like pull out your phone, use the notepad there. It's an option.
You guys sound like real
So-
jackals right now.
We sound like such old middle-aged white people.
You know what? You know what?
Why
Aaron?
can't
No, we
the
don't.
servant class just do it the way I want them to do it?
No, Aaron. This is why. Hey,
The servant class?
just make it easier on yourself. That's all I'm saying. I want it to be the easiest for you to serve me.
Then why don't you write it down and hand it to them?
Because they have like their shorthand. It's like
know.
they're court stenographers or something.
They got the little weird keyboard.
I love the idea of a court stenographer not writing anything down. Like, no, I'll remember it. Don't worry. Like, this is important. No, I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
You had the buffalo wings, but you wanted blue cheese instead of ranch.
Doesn't
The
it come with
delivery was all
blue cheese?
wrong.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
What did she
Remember-
say?
Remember when Michael was in the I don't know.
The deposition.
It was for Jan's. Yeah.
Oh,
But what did
and
he
he
say?
goes, that's what she said. And then
that's what who said.
they're like,
Oh,
read
And
it
they
yeah,
back.
like make her
yeah.
read. They make
Yeah,
her read back
and
the
then
thing.
she goes, that's what she said. And he goes, delivery's all wrong.
Deliveries on her.
That's what she said.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that is funny.
That's what who said.
I'm sorry. She said you were dating. Who's on record as having said what? I love that.
So good. Guys, but have you guys ever thought about how like everyone likes to hate on Karen Filippelli, but she didn't do anything wrong.
I thought about it.
Do people hate on her?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, Phil.
That's
It's like a
bad.
whole thing.
That's bad.
It's a cool
They
thing.
call her Pam V2.
Oh, that's rude.
No, or do you remember originally the first Pam V2
Mark
was,
II.
was Amy Adams?
Yes.
Was it Amy Adams?
It
Yeah.
was Amy Adams.
Well,
Yes.
She was Pam 2.0.
Oh yeah. Well, that's 2 and 2.0 are identical. They're
She wasn't
equivalent.
version 2.0. She was just
She's
Pam
Mark II.
2.0.
She was in Mark.
Ooh, Pam 2.0.
Yes. Pam 0.0.
Pinpoint. That's good.
But on that Office Ladies podcast, they were talking about how like they intentionally hired her because she had like similar features to Jenna Fisher, like
Yeah.
similar colored hair and like.
Yeah.
But she
Like
was,
you
Jenna
could make
Fisher's
the
like-
argument that she
she's
is
like
like
the
a
way
cuter
hotter
version
version
of
of
Pam.
me.
Yeah.
Do you regularly listen to that podcast, Aaron?
Usually, sometimes I listen to it in like weird ways.
What does that mean?
I listen to it
Upside down?
irregularly.
I kind of stopped because they're.
I take
don't
the
know.
left headphone and the right headphone and I switch them.
Flip them.
That's how I.
No, I listen to it in the regular way.
Oh, just regular style.
Yeah, I do, but I don't always enjoy it.
They're kind of like I don't know,
I've never listened.
It's very one note.
and it's yeah,
in
it's
a
like
lot of ways.
it's very vanilla. They rarely have interesting opinions about anything. They might just have interesting tidbits to share.
Yeah, everything's
But
like it was
Everything
so
is
fun.
like, oh, it was so great and so.
and I
you know.
love all these people.
Yeah,
It's like, that's
I want them to be
cool,
like
but-
this guy was a total jackwagon.
It's very nice, I would say. It's a very nice show.
It's super broad appeal.
Yeah. It's good though. I mean, I like when they have guests on and they
Yeah,
talk to other
totally.
people.
But yeah.
The other thing is like they do like every once in a while they'll do like questions from listeners. And
And
the
every
question is
effing question,
always, is this
Is this-
improv or was it
is
in
this
the
improv?
script?
it's so annoying. I
Was
don't
this
get
line
why there's
improv
like
or was it in the script?
there's like some premium on the fact that it's improv, and it's like
It's like, why do you
they just
care?
have amazing writers. Isn't that enough?
At some point somebody thought of it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but that part of that has to do with the way it's shot. Is like, oh, it just seems so like natural, and it's like, well, no,
Well,
they freaking
part of it
wrote
just has to do with like, oh, I've been to an improv thing, and improv is cool, and improv it's like
Yeah.
it's like the
Improv is
same
really
reason that
funny,
Michael
yeah.
goes to improv class.
But also, like, they're choosing to put these questions on, so stop choosing the same question. Like,
That's
was
all
this
the
improv?
questions they get.
I know.
No,
They're doing
that's
it
dumb.
because like people, it's nice to say like, oh, this person sent in a question, even though it was the same
Here's the
dumb
thing.
question as everything else.
No, they should only use that question if the answer is, well, this time it happened to be true that it was improv. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, that was freaking.
The thing is, it like never
But they're just
is.
guessing. Yeah, it's almost always in the script. Or even if it's not in the script, they don't know that it was improv because like the writers were there giving them alternative things to say. And,
Yeah.
like, punching up jokes on the
On
spot.
the fly.
So,
Yeah.
So, do you guys? Okay, back when
so the answer is often like, I don't know, but this does sound like something Steve would say.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Like we don't know.
It is. It
We
is.
don't know.
worse.
Do you remember? I think it was improv. It's hard to say.
Yes, that's way worse. I'm asking you, the expert. I have a question for you, the expert. What's the answer? I don't. Maybe.
The answer is
That is
stop
like a very
asking that
specific-
question.
That's like such a crazy thing to expect someone to remember, especially when it wasn't even their line. Like this was like
Yes.
freaking 15 years ago, you know?
And how many episodes were there? And like,
Yeah, like 200 something.
So okay,
Yes.
back in the transition from VHS to DVDs, like extra features started being a thing because
Uh-huh.
DVDs were like so big, right? There was so much room for
mhm.
information.
Well, and it was more just that like you had a menu structure that you could go through.
Oh,
'Cause
right.
Extra
Okay, that
features on a
too.
VHS would be a pain in the butt.
Dude, I
So,
had
yes.
a VHS of Moulin Rouge, and it had had like a documentary making of feature at the end.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
after
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
right.
But see, if you had like a whole menu's worth of,
I know, but isn't that crazy?
that's
That
hilarious.
is crazy. So here's what I was going to bring up is the idea of DVD commentaries
Oh,
being
yeah.
like a thing. And I remember being very excited when when we finally got a DVD player and like, ooh, I can't wait to watch the commentary for this movie that I love and this movie that I love.
Yeah.
And way, way too often it was what you guys are describing. It was
That's
not
so
enjoyable
dumb.
at all.
Exactly.
It was painful and annoying.
Because a lot of times it was like the freaking director and producer. So it's
and they're
like,
like,
I don't
and then-
really want to hear from these people anyways.
and they say stuff like, "Oh yeah, you see that? Okay, you see this extra? Yeah, like he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
He was a real trooper. He did that take 10 times.
Yeah.
What? Okay." And it's like the most boring things, but there are a couple that stand out in my mind as
6 cents.
So the best ones are when it's just like one of the actors or a couple of the actors and a director, and they're just like kind of chatting.
Yeah.
yes.
And then every once in a while, they're like, "Oh, look, that thing's happening." On
Yeah,
screen."
that's
Yeah.
yes, that's okay. So here's my favorite one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Goonies.
Oh,
So there's a version. I have no idea.
is it like a more recent, like, is
Yes,
it like them
was like
looking
the
back on it or
25th
whatever?
anniversary or something, and they got all of the original kids, and they're doing
Corey
a commentary
Feldman.
together.
The
And
others. Is Corey Feldman in the Goonies?
yes.
I mix up.
but
I mix up
but-
Stand By Me and Goonies.
It's Corey
but,
Haim in the Goonies.
not Corey Haim is not in the Goonies, but
Corey
Haim.
Haim.
Corey Haim.
Corey
It's not-
Haim.
Corey Haim.
Oh, that's the band Haim.
Yes, Haim is a band, and they are not his children.
They spell their name the same way. So
And they're sisters.
yeah, there's more of them than there is of him.
Oh, Aaron's like, so you guys are wrong because there is a band that has nothing to do with this guy.
It's the same name,
Okay, but what's his
pronounced
name?
differently. Is all I'm saying.
The Hobbit one.
Corey Haim.
No.
Oh, Sean Astin,
Yes. He
Oh,
he
Rudy.
shows up.
Rudy Rudiger.
Yes, Rudy. He's in it for like half of the commentary, and then he had to leave.
And then
And
were they just
they-
talk crap on him the
And
rest
then
of the
they
time?
talk crap about it. It was so funny because they're like, oh, I think he had to go like throw Frodo's ring into the fires of Mordor or whatever. Like they're just giving him so much crap.
That's
And
great.
that was actually the first time when they did that commentary. James Brolin was not famous
Josh
at all.
Brolin?
I mean, he was like,
yeah, James Brolin still isn't famous.
James Brolin is very famous
no, but I'm
was.
saying,
at
Yes.
the time.
but like it was at a very, very low point in his career where he wasn't doing anything.
Mhm.
And I was like, this guy is freaking funny. He was so funny the whole
Wait,
time.
you're talking about Josh Brolin, right?
Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin.
Because then I thought maybe you were talking about James Brolin.
Is James Brolin? Is that
That's his
dad?
father. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
But then I was
Josh
like,
Brolin.
wait a minute. Why
Josh
would he be doing
Brolin,
the Goonies
because now he's
commentary?
like, he's been in like a bunch of freaking superhero movies and stuff. But like,
Yeah. Well, he had to come back. What was his? I'm trying to think of what his big movie that he came back with was. but
was No Country for Old Men the like?
maybe that might have been the one that where
It
he
was
kind
like,
of
oh yeah, this guy.
broke back out mountain.
He was not in that movie.
No, he broke back out into the mountain of Hollywood.
The mountain of Hollywood. He broke back out. Broke
Yeah,
out.
he had broken out before, but now he broke back out.
Yes, he had broken out before, but then he was
Re-broke back mountain.
Yeah. Re-break back.
So yeah,
That sounds like
he's
you're sending an
super
email
funny.
about Brokeback Mountain.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Re-broke
From 2003 to 2005, he did several TV movies and miniseries.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay, there's your answer.
Oh, Grindhouse. He was in Grindhouse.
Oh, sick.
And then No Country for Old Men in the same year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, that was probably it. That was the
Um,
day.
I also remember in that commentary, Corey Feldman is trying very, very hard. And he's like cracking jokes, and then it's like silent. Like none of them are laughing at his jokes,
Oh no.
which makes it super
And they're
funny.
like, Corey, that joke failed, man.
anyone, if you can get a hold of that, a copy of that version of Goonies with that commentary, it is super enjoyable.
Just like go to youtube.com.
Yeah, apparently there's apparently the commentary for Armageddon is really good because it's Ben Affleck and he's like
I guess
super
Armageddon
drunk.
that commentary and then
He's like super drunk the whole time.
Whoa,
geez.
really?
And like very open and just trashing the movie and like
Oh my gosh.
joking around the whole time.
that's awesome.
Is it him and like Bruckheimer
I think it's
or whatever?
just him.
Oh my gosh,
He's just
that's
like
even
sitting there by
weirder.
himself.
It's like they're like he goes, "Hey, you guys, I
He's
know that the
filming
mo-
himself
I know-
at home.
I know the movie's about to be released on DVD. I recorded this track, this audio
Seriously.
track of me watching it. You want to put it on the DVDs?" They're like, "Yeah, whatever, sure."
You can
It's so
download
funny
it.
that commentaries like couldn't like the reason they can exist is because it's the same video file and just a different audio track.
Right.
Right.
So like they're so inherent to DVDs or just digital delivery. Like even more so than extra features. Like extra features they could have bolted on at the end, you know.
I'm trying to think of.
It makes you
Other
wonder
ones that
who was the first one to do that, you know.
Well, I know that it was a thing for laser discs.
Mm.
It wasn't.
Yeah, that would make sense. Because Laserdiscs are the same way.
Right. But it wasn't like. It wasn't done in the same way though. Like it was like more like of the Criterion Collection type thing, and then by the time it was like in the 90s when they were doing.
Why don't they
DVDs,
just
it was
call
like-
the Criterion Collection Criteria? That's what I'm wondering.
Hmm.
Oh.
Why don't they call it a disposal? I remember really liking the commentary for the movie Scream and really liking the commentary for the movie Fight Club. And
I could see that.
that tells you exactly how old I am.
Exactly. Like, and you also thought Fight Club was super deep when you saw it.
Fight Club is super deep.
It is super
Yeah.
deep, Cole.
Exactly.
Dude, what's your favorite scene in Fight Club?
There's that one where they're like punching each other.
That's pretty good. I don't have one. No, mine is when he pretends his boss beat him up. Sounds pretty great. If you don't know Gun Street Wiring Shop by now, you must be living in the dark ages. They are the premier hand-built wiring solution for all of your guitars. I have one in my Telecaster. I have a setup in there, 5-way. It's great. Have it in my Jazzmaster. It's amazing. I actually put it in my Epiphone Dot, brought the thing back to life. It's crazy. If you don't have it, you need it. Every guitar that you own will be better with Gun Street Wiring Shop. I promise. Also, if you join the Street Crew, you get a discount on the product, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it. If you get it and you don't like it, I will punch Cole in the face. That's my guarantee. Check it out right now at gunstreetwiringshop.com. Well, good stuff. Great stuff, guys. Phil, do you have a game ready?
Yeah.
You want to play it?
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. This. Let me.
Wait, which game did you prepare?
Tip of the tongue, touch of the lips.
Keeping the lips.
This is a game called Guess That Pedal Review.
Yes. I don't know what. That's my favorite one. Of all the games you do.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This is a 5-star review by Srisriado, titled Well Worth the Price. United States, July 6, 2014. Such a good... I'll read it. Okay. Such a good delay pedal. I had the MXR carbon copy and wanted a little more tap tempo to return it and saved. So I returned it and saved up to get this fella. The pedal itself is absolutely beautiful and classy. I chose this one over Strymon's El Capistan because it was cheaper, had 3 presets available, and was a lot simpler. Oh yeah, did I mention this pedal has a tiny footprint? If you want to get classic tape delays in 3 flavors, you're also in luck. Brand name makes amazing pedals, but this one really has found a permanent home on my board. A+. A+.
Says A+ twice?
Yes.
Nice. Is it spelled out or is it just like A and then the plus sign?
A and plus sign.
Hey.
Well, sorry. It says, okay, to be truthful, it says A+, comma, and then brand name, and then ellipsis, A+ again.
So it really is the way you read it.
Yes.
But it's like a statement to them.
Yes.
A+, friend. A+.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
What's the brand name?
I can't tell you.
So it's like a tape delay style pedal?
With 3 options?
Is it a Wampler
Maybe.
Faux Tape Echo?
No.
No, because it has a small footprint. It says.
It does say that. I'm trying to think. Who else makes one? Something
Is it a
like
flashback mini?
That doesn't
No.
have tap tempo.
Who?
Oh. It has
Who
tap
makes-
tempo?
Yes.
Oh,
Who makes
Yeah,
it?
it's,
that's why
tap
you
tempo?
sold the MXR.
Is it a Chase Bliss?
No, but that's
It's
a good.
not cheaper
that's
than
a good guess.
Strymon.
Right.
Oh.
Who makes a tape?
Tape tempo. Tape tap tempo.
Who makes a delay pedal?
Is it that size? Is it like a normal? Is it like the Chase Bliss kind of size with 2-foot switches on it?
No.
Is
That's
it an
why I'm
Empress?
confused.
Is it an Empress Tape Echo?
It is an Empress
Nice.
Is it the tape delay or the
tape delay.
yeah?
Tape delay.
Tape delay.
Dude, so I had the tape delay. Well, I didn't have the tape delay. I played with the tape delay for like a half hour at Guitar Center, which is like a long time to play with a single pedal, but I was super into it and I loved it. And then so I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy one. So I went online to buy one, and I was like, oh, dude, they have the vintage modified super delay for like the same price,
Huh.
which is like on Reverb, which is like their multi delay, right?
Okay.
So I bought it, and I forget what was wrong with it, but something about it really sucked, and I hated it. And I was like, man, I wish I would have just bought the tape delay.
How does
Ooh,
this thing work?
The tap
Because
tempo was weird.
it has tap tempo, but it also has presets. So how would
So the presets are like not about the presets, because you can change like the tape age and like how many heads, and you can change other parameters than just the tempo. So
But how are they presets?
You preset them.
No, what?
I don't understand your question.
How do you cycle between presets?
Oh, there's a little button.
Little switch. Oh yeah, it's like one of the little.
What? So it's not a foot switch?
I mean, you could.
It's like one of the little. It's like this. It's like the subdivision button on a Fotape Echo.
Maybe not.
There's only in and out and power.
Are you guys looking at my camera right now?
No, should I? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's like some kind of secret menu way to do it. Like both buttons at the same time or something.
I'll be right
gosh,
back.
that's annoying though, right? Like,
I mean,
I'm right about this.
How do you do it on the Strymon?
On the Strymon, there's one preset and there's a place to have a foot switch.
To have it? What do you mean have a foot switch?
You can add a foot switch, an additional expression.
So if you don't have that foot switch, how do you access the preset?
There is, I don't even remember, but it's something like a press and hold or something like that.
Yeah, so it's the same.
Yes, it's not the same, because what most people want, if they're paying for that, they want to be able to access those on the fly. And that's what foot switches are for.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna access a preset, I also don't want to have to buy a separate foot switch to do that. Like that
Aaron,
seems worse.
What are you arguing right now? I'm saying I should be able to have a foot switchable access to presets.
And I'm saying you probably do.
Saying.
That's not. There are so many pedals that have presets that are not accessible through a foot switch, Phil.
What?
You just have to press like both switches most of the time.
Think of every tone print pedal. It's a knob that you choose between. Right? Every Boss delay pedal that has different types of delay, it's a knob. Those are all presets.
Oh, see, okay. That's a preset.
The tone print ones are definitely presets.
But I'm saying the Strymon one also doesn't come with an easily accessible foot switchable option.
But yes, the delay options on a Boss delay pedal is identical to what we're talking about here, because it's 3 different types of tape delay. So they aren't even presets in the sense that you're thinking of, like, I'm going to freeze all the knobs. They're setting in one state.
I think you can do that though. You can store that kind of presets.
Okay, but I'm just saying that, like, the idea that they have to be accessible through a foot switch, that's not how all pedals are.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But it says right here, presets can store all your settings and be recalled at the touch of a button, making switching live fast and easy. So you can access them with your feet, with the buttons.
But they're just not foot switches. They're little small buttons, right?
No, you use like the tap and bypass foot switches, because it has digital stuff going on in there, obviously, to save presets. So you just do something, you like hold it or something.
Yeah, or
and
like
then you're in preset mode.
Time.
I mean, I don't remember exactly how it works, but you do it just with the switches that are on the pedal. You don't have to add anything, or all I'm saying, Phil, is that your fears are unwarranted, and that
my
it's gonna be
fears
great for you.
Your concerns.
Your concerns. I'm
Call it
sorry,
whatever
or
you want.
your criticisms.
Your
we'll say.
bitching.
Whatever your qualms are with this pedal are unfounded.
No,
they are.
They
holding 2 foot switches down to access a menu is way better.
You're saying there has to be a dedicated foot switch to presets anytime a pedal has presets.
No,
he's saying he wants that, but I'm saying the Strymon doesn't have that.
Yeah, Strymons don't have that. Strymons. And they're the gold standard, Phil.
So you're saying that you would rather have a jack to attach a separate foot switch that you have to buy.
That's not
Then
saying
just-
what I would rather have. What I am saying, if somebody is going to advertise, hey, we've got presets, I don't want those presets unless I can access them on the fly easily. That's all. That's all
Oh.
I'm saying. And that's
Okay.
a reasonable thing to say.
So that's good because with this tape delay, you can do that.
Yeah, so you're in luck, Phil.
Nope, easily.
Have I got a pedal for you?
How is that? How is that not easier than going to the store, buying a separate foot switch?
Why do
and
you keep
paying
bringing that
money?
up? Why do you keep
Because
bringing
Because
that
you
up?
that's the
have
other option. That how is what? So if you're saying it isn't buying a separate foot switch, what is it?
I'm saying you because you love the El Capistan, and that
I do
does
love
not
it.
have a foot switch on
Okay,
it for the
so
preset.
the Walrus Descent.
Yes.
That is
Walrus
what I'm saying.
Descent.
That is my point.
No, just because there
Has-
is an option that agrees with you, the burden of proof is on you. Aaron
Yes.
just gave you a perfect example of a pedal that you love that has presets that are not easily accessible on the pedal.
Well, it is easily accessible enough.
if you buy another pedal.
If you buy a separate foot switch, because you're saying no, that's not it. It's not about a separate foot switch, and yet for the El Capistan, it is about a separate foot switch.
I understand that is preferable in some ways to have a separate foot switch. Like, I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying you're acting like this pedal sucks because it doesn't have a foot switch, but other pedals don't have foot
It's like
switches.
such a weird. That's a strange thing to latch on to of all the things
Okay.
that you could disagree with on a pedal.
Okay.
Also, the Descent is a reverb pedal.
So
What does that have to do with anything? No, I'm
Presets.
fully on board with Phil now, just because you brought that up, Aaron, because that is the dumbest.
No,
You
because
could
it's
have
not a
possibly-
delay. It's not a delay with presets with an extra with a button
Aaron,
for
shut up.
presets.
But it's a reverb.
I
with
brought it up
presets, right?
because it has presets, and I'm saying the presets. It has a button for presets
But
that I
if
can
it
click
had,
with my foot
listen, if
Okay,
it
so
to
had,
cycle through presets.
but if it had
Phil.
tap tempo, it wouldn't have that preset switch because there would be no room
Yes,
for it.
exactly. But Phil, nobody is saying that isn't a thing that exists. If you're hearing that argument coming from us, you're mistaken. Nobody
not
is saying
saying-
that is not a thing that should exist. We're just saying that it is not a requirement for every pedal that has presets to have them be accessible.
I
through-
never said it was a requirement. What I said is I would never want. This is all we do, you guys. We say this is what I like. This is what I like. That's it. I'm
I
saying
know, but what I'm
I
saying
like
is literally all you have to do
you
is
literally
push
own a
both
pedal
foot switches
that-
at the same time, and then you're in
Yes.
preset mode. That is an easy way to do it. That does meet your requirements, is what I'm saying.
pushing two buttons at the same time
Yes,
mid song.
You're
yes. Why are
changing
you
delay
changing presets
presets
mid-song?
mid-song? What the hell's wrong with you?
Maybe
That's
I want
every.
to do that.
By the way, that's every Strymon pedal. Every Strymon pedal is that way. If you want to change banks, you have to hit two foot switches at the same time. Every big box Strymon pedal. If you don't hit two foot switches at the same time, you only have access to two presets on the first two switches. The third switch being tap tempo. I mean, the Big Sky might be different because it doesn't have tap tempo, but you have to hit two foot switches to go bank up or bank down. And that's a very common thing in other like multi-effects pedals too.
If you have more than one preset, then there is no way to do it mid song easily.
Yeah, because what are you just gonna like cycle through? Oh crap, I missed it. I gotta come back around the horn.
Like the only reason it works
Someone
with the
just
favorite
stole
switch
Aaron's
is because
dog.
is because there is only one
Yeah,
preset.
yeah. Like the favorite switch is just like a very simplified scenario. And even then, you still have to buy a separate freaking foot switch.
But can you access it without the separate foot switch? That's my real question.
It depends on the pedal.
On
the
the
El
El
Cap,
Capistan.
I don't think you can you, Phil? Not on the fly, I don't think. Maybe you can hold.
Definitely not on the fly.
Maybe if you hold down the bypass, it chooses the favorite or something like that.
Well, okay, with the El Capistan, there's like There's also like every knob has, they call it
Yeah,
like
but that's a different
secret-
thing. They have a secondary
know.
mode, but that has nothing to do with
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
No, I'm just saying that like the fact that the knobs, that I know that that is the case, makes me think that holding,
No,
that
to
there's
change
gotta
the
be a
second
way.
to change the secondary function of the knob, you have to hold the foot switch while you're turning the knob. So that doesn't apply to just
Okay.
holding it when you're not doing anything with the knobs.
Okay.
Maybe you can't. Maybe you.
But no, I think on the L cap you can't. Which meant like, and it's because you want the tap tempo switch to be dedicated to tap tempo,
Right.
Yes.
because that's so much more useful than a preset button on a delay pedal.
Yes.
Man, I guessed that one quick. That was really. I'm proud of myself.
Whatever, we've been talking about it for like a half hour. You couldn't have guessed it that quick. What am I talking about? If there's
Phil, I'm not trying to upset you. Or argue with you. Even I'm just saying, like, it is a pretty simple version way to do it.
Yeah, that's actually a good implementation of it.
I don't know why I kept bringing up the favorite switch.
You're using something Phil loves against him,
Yeah.
or even the JHS. Is that what the JHS red switch does? Is it like your favorite switch on most of their pedals?
No.
Yes. No.
Because-
it's not.
No, because
It is.
no, it's not. It's because that's like all that does is change like one thing. So it's like either goes from low gain to high gain, or you know what I mean?
Low gains run? Is that what you're talking about?
Because they're not digital pedals usually that it goes with. So
Oh, okay. So it's just
it's just
changing
doing
one
like
switch.
one parameter. Yeah, it changes one switch, or sometimes I think it.
Oh,
switches
like on
between-
the Kilt. Wait, the Kilt V2 doesn't have a clean boost, but if it did, that's
Yeah.
the type of thing it would do, is just turn the clean
Yes,
boost on
so
and
most
off
of
or
the
something.
most of the drive pedals have like a low gain or a high gain switch. So that it basically just puts that in a foot switch.
That's weird. They are nice looking little switches though,
Yeah, they are.
and I do like that color of red that JHS uses.
They do. I mean, I do too. It is nice. That's what I'm trying
They
to say.
do use it, and I do
They do.
like it.
They do use it. Did you know that JHS doesn't sell direct anymore?
I think that's been the case for a while though,
Has it?
and there's a lot of people like Caroline doesn't sell direct either.
Wait.
don't.
So does that?
I think
that
once
mean-
you have certain dealers, they don't dealers don't want you to sell direct because you're
Yeah.
undercutting
Yeah.
their business essentially.
So
or if
does
you're
that
part
mean,
of, it's probably part of like a distribution bill deal. Sorry, go ahead.
like one thing that is kind of a marker of a smaller boutique builder is like, hey, I'm going to mail you my pedal and you're going to mod it for me, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that JHS used to do. Does that mean that they don't do that anymore?
I don't know that that's a
Either?
mark of a boutique builder though, because I think that's just specific to a couple builders.
I don't know if they still.
Well,
do mods.
I mean, I guess. Sorry, a
Just-
lot of builders got their start doing that.
But just none of the current boutique builders.
Yes.
I mean, it's just Keeley and JHS mostly,
and Wombler.
and Wampler. Yeah,
Just those three.
Well, that
exactly.
That were like
And there are hundreds of boutique builders, Phil.
those are the three that were like.
yeah, they're the ones who are
well-known
no longer
modders
boutique
before.
builders. All the boutique builders who started in like the early 2000s, maybe.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people who design circuits started by modding circuits,
But
as a
not
way to
necessarily
learn,
for
but-
customers.
Yeah, but not necessarily as a business model.
Yeah.
Or I know, like, I mean, there are some that transition still. Like Kinetone, I think, is a big modder, and I think they now make pedals.
Analog Man. Did we say Analog Man?
Analog Man.
Because
Was
they
that-
used to do it. and
I think they
maybe
still do mods, though. Like, there's a handful of that still do it, and I think they might be one. That are, and they're, but Analog Man is still very much like boutique in the way that they run their business.
I'm looking at JHS and I'm not seeing it. I don't see any option of like
Yeah, I don't see that on there anymore
Mods.
either.
They have recently though, like more recently than you would expect.
Yeah, well,
Like it's
in the last year or two, probably.
yeah, it's a weird. I guess it's just like easy money, right? Well, a lot of it is like you can buy just a modded pedal. You don't even send in your pedal.
Right.
I think
You
that's
can buy,
actually the bigger thing.
They buy a bunch of stock, Boss
Pedals,
tremolos.
blues drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
But
being so
I would
argumentative
assume that
today,
when
Phil.
I would assume when they got rid of their in-house sales that they were like, we're not shipping anything out anymore. We're just gonna cancel
totally.
that completely.
So Analog Man still has a whole bunch of modded blah blah blahs listed on their website.
Yeah, Analog Man's the exception.
thing about-
Analog Man
Who's the
also
other one?
still doesn't still has like a 2-year waiting list because they won't behave like every other.
The
normal
funny thing
company.
about Analog Man is they just sell pedals, like other people's pedals. It's like a store.
yeah, you can go there and buy like
You can just buy a carbon copy right
Yeah.
now from them
it's pretty weird.
because they're like it is weird. It's like they're like an online shop, and
But it's almost like it's like an actual shop where it's like, hey, come in and check out all these guitars, but then I also build guitars
yeah,
and you can check those out too. But it just so happens that like
it's so weird.
they're more popular than any of the other guitars. Do King of Tones still sell for a buttload?
On like Reverb and stuff, probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It has
I
to
would
have calmed
assume
down
so.
a little bit, right?
I don't
I'm
know.
not seeing anything on Keeley about modding.
Oh, I don't think they've done mods for a long time.
Yeah.
Who else
What are
did we
you-
mention?
What point are you trying to make here?
Well,
Phil?
Wampler
I'm
started
not,
as
now
like
I'm just curious. I'm curious about like
those three guys were like guys that you would go on eBay or whatever and be like, oh, selling pedal mods back in the day, and now they're like the big dogs of
Now
the
they're big
quote unquote
shots.
boutique market.
But
Boutique.
my original point was that is not how most boutique builders get started. That just happened to be the case for those three.
Yes,
They
I'm
might get
sure.
started by doing that to pedals of theirs or like their friends or something like that, but it's not like a part of their business model. Like none of the current boutique builders are that way. Man, King of Tones are still like ridiculously expensive.
I'm trying to
Dude.
find, like
Like $600. What's wrong?
this
with people?
one's mine. Is still a website that looks like you can still buy things on.
T1M. Oh wow, King of Tone has gone up a lot since March, and I wonder if it's because like Corona. They got Roned. Dude, you should see the graph. It was like hovering around 450 on the Reverb price guide, and now it's up to like 550 just in the last 2 months
That's dope.
for King of Tone. Why don't people just buy two Princes of Tone? Prince of Tones.
two princes. Why don't they just buy
One,
two
two.
princes?
Princess of it
If
for
you
you.
Want
Just
the
go
Logan
ahead now.
Drive?
Just
Go
buy two
ahead
princes. Uptone.
Dude, you could still buy the Pearl.
Can still buy what?
T1M.
You stomp on him, you stomp on me. I'm the one you like a baby, can't you see?
I ain't got no mental chemistry, but I'm the one
I'm gonna put the love of the
see. I'm the one that can't see.
Okay, we gotta think. Can we think? I ain't got no something or family tree.
Or family tree. I ain't got no. What is it? I ain't got no.
I don't know, but I'm
It's
the
not
prince
business.
I'm the prison lover.
No. Is that what it is?
I'm the no prince. and
I'm the
lover.
one you like a bit, but I'm. I can't. I don't know. Dude, spin doctors though, right? Am I right?
Marry
guys?
him or marry me. I'm the one that loves you, baby. Can't you see? I ain't got no future or a family tree,
Oh,
God, the
future, yes.
but I know what a prince and lover ought to be. That's what it is.
I know what a prince and lover ought to be.
Yeah,
Ooh,
He
that's
says
a
that
good
twice.
line.
That is weird.
you
I
want to
know
know
what a
something
prince
weird about
and
Prince?
lover ought to be. I know
So
what a
I
prince
was
and lover
listening
ought
to this
be.
podcast that's a radio show called Sound Opinions. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah.
From Chicago. Anyway, they're talking about cover songs and they're interviewing
Great
this
time.
guy who wrote a book about cover songs, and He's talking about how Prince famously would like get really upset when people would cover his songs, and he like hated anyone covering his songs. And then they're like, the irony of that is like how many hits Prince had by covering other people's songs.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
But apparently he got really mad when anyone tried to cover his songs.
It's weird that Prince, I mean,
What a moron.
his like popularity grew because he died, obviously, but like every anecdote I hear about him makes him sound like a total D-bag.
Yeah.
Not great.
Right?
I mean, yeah. So have we talked about Kevin Smith and his Prince story?
I don't think so. I've never heard this.
So Kevin Smith does these long form things, well, at least he used to, where he would like
Called
just
movies.
kind of he'd
Well, it'd be
sell
like
out-
a panel. It'd be like a panel at Comic-Con or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
except-
talking about like his films.
No, Aaron, just listen. He would like tour and like rent out like theaters and just stand there and talk to like nerdy fans. Like just him. He didn't have anything prepared. He would like people would ask him questions. Hey, so in that scene in Dogma, what did you mean
Yeah,
by
but
blah blah?
I think it was mostly at conventions. It wasn't like completely
No,
independent of
he
anything
literally put on his like multiple times. He went on tour and would do like 20 like just him.
else. Okay, well then that's just going on tour.
Yes. But it's like
Makes sense.
it's
It
not
wasn't like he was going. He wasn't like he was renting out the Ramada Inn, like conference center or something like that.
no,
just
they're like
randomly.
small like
Yeah, it was just like a stand-up comedy bit, but he was doing
Right.
question and answer stuff.
yes. So somebody said, "Hey, tell us about Prince," because then he like recorded them and sold them, like DVDs of him doing these things. So there's one. It's like he talks for 45 minutes about Prince, and Prince contacted him and said, "I loved your movie Dogma," and he was like, "Holy crap, Prince loves my movie. That's crazy." And he has this whole blown out story about like how crazy it was that like they're like, okay, Prince is going to call you in 5 minutes. Prince is going to call you in 1 minute. Like it was this weird thing.
Yeah.
So then, but then when he realizes Prince is a fan of his, he says to Prince, "Hey, while I've got you on the phone, I'd really love to use one of your songs for my next movie." And he's like, "Which one?" And he goes, "Most Beautiful Girl in the World." And this is for Jay and Silent Bob, whatever. And Prince goes, "Well, let me think about it." And then he's like, "Oh," and he like, then he hires him to do a documentary. He hires Kevin Smith
Yeah, that's right. To do a documentary about him.
to do a documentary about him. And he's like, "Dude, I don't do that." And he goes, "I know, but I need you to do this." So he's like, "Well, okay, it's Prince." So I didn't say no. And then after all that, he goes, "So can I use your song?" And he goes, "No." It was like bending over backwards for months.
Yeah.
And
And so much of it is about how difficult Prince was through every
Yes.
step of the process.
and then the guy was asking, "Are we ever going to see that movie?" And he goes, "No," because he asked the Prince's assistant, "Hey, so what's going to happen with that movie?" And she goes, "You have no idea how many projects he does that just sit in his vault. Like nobody will ever." She said, "Most likely, no one will ever see it." And he goes, "But this is like months of my."
Oh,
time.
but Prince shot like tons of music videos that never saw the light of day too. That was like
Yes.
he was known for that. Recording songs and shooting music videos and movies and stuff that never saw the light of day.
Yeah. But then it was like after all of that, he's like, "Can I use yours?
Yeah.
Will you please let me?"
Just like so
Use
just
your
let me
song.
put a song in a movie.
Yeah. And he goes,
No.
"No." And the song, it's like, it is.
It's
When
not like
you-
all of his stuff is like super deep or like has some freaking it's not like it's sacred in some way necessarily.
Well, right. And
Just-
the song is about, like this girl is beautiful. And the moment in the movie is about this girl being beautiful. Like, it's like, if anything, it's a compliment to the song. It's not like there's no like mockery of
Weird.
any kind. And he was just like, "No." Okay. He said no, I guess. Like,
Well,
He sounds great.
he's a great
I'm
guy.
a big fan. I'm a big fan. got another review?
I do.
Let's go. Guys, I'm freaking out really quick because I can't find my email from King of Tone.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
your
I might
wait
not
list?
be. I think I might not be on the list anymore. I was looking for mine too.
I got on the list in August of 2017, I think, which is they're coming up pretty quickly on there. The waiting list is now.
Oh, it's because
3
what did you
years
search
long.
for? Because it comes from a different.
I know. I just searched King of Tone.
I don't know if it shows that in the email it actually sends you to tell you you're on the list.
Oh, dang it! I'm freaking out. Not that it matters, because if you're on the list, they'll send you an email when your time comes up.
But maybe you're not on the list at all.
Why would I be off the list?
I don't know. Maybe you thought you signed up and you didn't.
No, I know I did.
But like, we think we know things, Aaron.
It's true.
Was that deep?
Not
Yeah.
really.
Oh, search for. Oh, yeah, it does say King of Tone. Oh no. Well, search for analog spam. The email it comes from is analogspam@aol.com.
I must have deleted it.
Well, that was dumb.
Oh wait, here we go. Oh, because it says KOT waiting list, not King of Tone.
Theirs says KOT.
Yeah, August 31st, 2017.
Oh, apparently I got on the list January 2018. Boom.
They're currently serving June 3rd, 2017. So
That's not even that close.
it's literally like 3 years behind.
Oh my god.
So I'll probably come up in September sometime.
So dumb. Just make pedals like a normal person.
That waiting list is so long.
Aaron, should I read this review or should I go check on my
Absolutely,
dog?
you should.
Okay.
This episode of the Gear Slum is brought to you by the Sinusoid Sable. The Sable is the newest addition to the Sinusoid lineup of signature products. Sable's great. I have one. All the guys have one, and we love it. It's become my favorite cable pretty much immediately. It's got this cool matte finish. Feels great in your hand. Wraps very easily. It's got a tiny bit of grip, but it's not as tacky as the Slate. Apparently, it's got some really cool things going on, like a PVC jacket, braided copper shield, conductive carbon electrostatic shield. So you get all this coverage to block out noise and interference. All of that means is that it sounds great. It's super clear. And it's basically the best cable that has ever been made by anybody at any time in any situation. If you don't have a Sinusoid Sable yet, you need to get one. Also, if you're a member of the Street Crew, you get an extra 10% off all the time. So join us. Give us some money on Patreon. We'll give you a code. You can get 10% off all your Sinusoid swag. Get a Sable. You will not regret it. I promise you. I guarantee it. That's my guarantee. If you don't like it, I will punch Phil in the face.
This
You have
review
other people to check
is
out.
by Steven. It's 3 stars, titled Initially a Tone Draining Suckfest. ... Then
I would
sorted
have called
out.
it a tone sucking drain
...
fest.
Reviewed in the United States, June 29th, 2015. The review is as follows. There are some stories on the internet about this being a terrible tone sucker. And after buying this, I found those to be true. Plugging it in line with my other pedals, it totally sucked all the tone out of my signal that no amount of adjusting could sort out. I stopped trying to use it on the same day. New paragraph. I bought it with the intent to sell it again or trash it. After a few weeks of it just laying around, I decided to try 2 things as a last chance for this pedal. 1, plug it into its own power source and not power it in a daisy chain with my other pedals.
I
And
feel like you've done this
2,
review before.
plug it into my amp's effects loop and not into the preamp line with the other pedals. ... Problem solved. Now I am really enjoying having this pedal and experimenting with the different sounds it can produce. New paragraph. So if for some reason, like me, you experience a total tone suckfest when you plug this in, try the 2 steps I did to get the maximum out of this pedal.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is there
Is
any
it a-
chance
is
you've
it a
read this
boost?
before?
It feels familiar.
It feels very familiar.
Is
Can
it
I-
the Bayang reverb?
No,
Is it a boost?
A boost?
Is it a
is
spark
not-
boost?
it is not a boost.
Is it a wah?
No,
I guess it doesn't
Is
have
it a
power.
chorus?
it is not.
Oh, is it
A
the Eddie Van
chorus.
Halen phaser
It is not a phaser.
or flanger?
Phasor. Not a flanger.
Is it a drive pedal of some sort?
It is not a drive.
Is it
Is it
a
a reverb?
reverb?
No.
Is it a delay?
It's not primarily a reverb.
I would say this is
It's
in
not,
the
no. Oh, is it a carbon copy? Did you already guess that?
it is not a carbon copy.
I didn't. Is it a delay of some sort?
I feel like this is in the delay reverb category.
Oh, is it the JHS Milkman boost thing?
No.
Oh, slapback.
Slap forward.
No.
Is it like a slapback style thing?
No.
Is
Wait, did you say it's in the delay reverb category?
Yeah.
in the family.
What does that mean? Like it's
I
both?
I don't know.
Big dork. How many foot switches does it have?
2.
Oh, is it like a double tracker kind of thing?
I don't know what that is.
Like where is it the TC Electronic Mimic?
No.
That doesn't have two.
Is it
foot
something
switches.
like that?
I don't know what that is. I'm going to say no.
Oh my gosh, you don't know if it's a delay or a reverb?
It
Is this a pedal we've ever heard of?
yes.
So does it sound like it duplicates the tone? I mean the sound in a delay sort of way, but like very fast so
Yes.
that it sounds like 2 people playing at once?
I mean,
That's a double tracker. Like 2 tracks at once.
You're taking one yes to like prove what you think is true, but I have a feeling you're not right, Aaron. You
No, I'm
want it
asking
to-
him.
you want that to be true.
I'm
But I don't
explaining
think-
to him what it is. I don't think that's true either. Is it that it's that like fake chorus, right?
no.
Anti-chorus? Oh,
It is
Oh,
no.
the Digitech. What's it called?
the
No.
Nautilus. Well, I don't know then.
Who is it? Is it $150 or less?
No.
Oh,
Is it $300 or less?
It is less than $300.
Is
Is
it
it-
$299 or less?
It is less than $299.
Is it $298 or less?
$1,
Yes, it is
Bob.
less.
What is the pedal called?
What color is it?
It is black with a little bit of silver and a little bit of kind of olive green.
Ooh.
And it's 2.
Is it an Empress
switches?
pedal?
It is not an Empress.
Is it the Walrus Audio Descent?
No.
How much
Nice.
does it cost?
This one is listed at $223.
Is it an
Oh,
Electro
frick.
Harmonics pedal?
It is not Electro Harmonics.
Is it like
Why
a
is
big manufacturer?
Yes.
Is it MXR?
It is not.
Boss?
It is Boss.
Oh, Space Echo?
It is the Space Echo.
Boom.
That is a delay pedal, by the way.
Yeah. But
I
it's kind of
said-
reverby. I get
Dude,
the
it
confusion.
literally has repeat rate on it, and it has reverb volume.
Yeah. It's like I think that's a valid.
So that's why I was like, good. When you said reverb, I was like, no. And then when you said delay, I was like,
But like it's just
Ye-
delay and
uh,
reverb. I mean it's yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's fair. Your hesitation is valid.
But then I
It
was like,
is. But
they're
you
going
made
to
it
murder
sound-
me
to
if I
me-
say it's not delay and it's not reverb. So that's why I said it is. What did I say?
You made it
said-
sound.
you
You
made
made
it
it sound
sound
to you
like-
like what?
Like it was a third effect that's like kind of like delay and reverb, but not either one. That's what it seemed like you were saying.
Well, Aaron, that's true because this one is in space.
but the original Space
Which is
Echo
kinda
is literally
dumb 'cause,
a
like-
tape delay.
If you're talking about outer, maybe they're just talking about like space, like in our world. But if outer space, like there's no echo. Like, come on, guys.
Oh, crap. Dude.
But maybe they're just talking about like a large space.
Well, space is the largest of spaces.
Well, outer space is.
Yeah. You guys remember that movie Inner Space?
Dude, that movie's great.
Yeah, dude. That's one of those ones where I like see clips of it now and think like, was it really that funny?
That was a weird time for movies.
It was.
Okay, last review.
Inner Space. Was that Martin Short?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid,
Yeah.
Martin Short, Meg Ryan.
Typical casting.
Dude.
The
That's where Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan met, I think.
I was just going to say that.
quintessential-
I
the
believe
quintessential Martin Short and Meg Ryan casting.
Are they still
that was
they're
like
not married?
that was like peak Meg Ryan.
Yikes.
No,
They're not married.
they got divorced like a long time ago.
a long time ago. Do they have kids?
Yes.
Meg
Is their kid
Ryan
on TikTok?
Like,
I bet their kids on TikTok.
I'm probably gonna get like beat up in the comments for saying this, but she's
Uh-oh.
pretty. Like, I think she's an attractive woman. Like, don't. Maybe it's just me.
In that
I'm probably
movie?
gonna get beat up for saying this, but Dennis Quaid is kind of an attractive guy too.
I'm probably going to get beat up for saying this, but Martin Short is not attractive to me.
But he's very funny.
I'm not saying I'm attracted to Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, I mean,
I am.
I'm
I
not saying I'm
kind of am.
not.
I'm not.
I'm
not
saying you are
to him.
attracted to him.
Well, I know you're saying it.
Has
So-
Dennis Quaid broke back into the mountain yet of Hollywood?
He's in commercials now.
Did he leave?
He was in that Jesus-y movie recently.
What?
Yep.
Which one?
Jesus.
And then he's also
He's
a,
on Esurance. He's the Esurance guy now.
but he
He's
also
so many-
was in a Jesus-y movie recently.
What TV
But
show
which
was he
one?
on?
He was on TV.
He was on
I thought
TV,
he was on a TV show too.
like Facts of Life or something.
Cosby Show. Yeah, I remember he was on an episode of Workaholics too.
Was he?
Yeah,
That's great.
Dennis Quaid.
yeah.
Okay, so last review.
What Jesus movie?
Du jour. Aaron, you're the one.
Goliath. I don't know.
Well, I need to know so I can watch it.
A Dog's Journey.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Thank you. See,
Can only
Yeah.
imagine.
I was forced to watch that.
you were forced by
Against your
Yeah,
will?
I mean, not forced, but
your church.
at like a family type
You're
gathering.
pressured
thing.
into it.
Everyone was watching it, and what are you gonna do? Go sit in a dark room by yourself for 2 hours?
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And you were like, this movie is a lie. And they're like, Aaron, shut up
Aaron,
and sit
just
down.
like chill out for a minute.
Dennis Quaid.
you
Dennis
don't
Quaid
always have
plays-
to be on.
plays the dude's dad. He plays the dad. I do get that quite often.
This movie is a lie. Aaron, you don't have to always be on. Such an awesome response.
It is funny to make a movie called I Can Only Imagine, because the whole point of movies is that you don't have to imagine anything.
Ooh.
You just watch it.
Hmm.
That was
So they
deep.
should have called it I Don't Have to Imagine.
Yeah, that's your job. Do your freaking job.
I no longer
Make me
have to imagine.
make me imagine this.
Phil, you'll appreciate this. You who Phil Wickham is, right?
Yes,
You know that song, This Is Amazing Grace?
of course.
So in
it's
the,
just called Amazing Grace.
listen, You're gonna
I
like
know
this
the
too,
song.
Cole. In the chorus, he says, "This is Amazing Grace," right?
Yes.
That's not true. You should say, "This is Amazing Grace." Because the
Dude, why
song's
don't-
not Amazing Grace.
Did they use that? How great would it be if they used that song as the intro song for Amazing Race?
Ooh.
Basically sounds the same.
This is the
Or if they just
Amazing
use-
Grace.
Or if they just used Amazing Grace. Amazing Race. This is Amazing Grace. I like that.
Okay, last review.
All right.
This review is by Crypto One.
Crypto.
It's a 5-star review. And you guys are going to like this. It's a 5-star review titled Works Perfect, Looks Great, Way Reasonable Price. Reviewed
like it.
in the United States on September 8th, 2012. I recently went on a mission to upgrade my pedal
Africa?
I thought
Mission
it
trip?
sounded like
with some
another
toys.
mission.
He went on a mission trip to upgrade a pedal.
Looked at some different pedal types at some stores and couldn't find what I was looking for till I remembered that I liked my friend's this kind of pedal on his setup. His is the original brand name, blah, blah, blah. And the main thing I liked about it is that it had an automatic off of all things. So I figured Amazon has everything else I could ask for. So why not guitar effects pedals? Looking up the
I
pedal.
love how
menu,
he's reviewing the
I
concept
found
that you can buy
this-
stuff on Amazon.
Yes. I found this junior model, and this is exactly what I wanted. The foot pedal itself is the same size as the original, but the base is slimmer. So it fit in well with my other gear, but not taking up as
In
much
well?
space.
I don't want the job.
Very simple to use. You have 2 controls, one for the automatic off, set to the lowest setting by me, of course, and another for volume boost, which you can pop out and in like a bass treble knob on a car stereo. The material is
What?
high quality, and this pedal seems like it's going to last forever. What's it sound like? Duh. It sounds like a pedal style. It does what it's supposed to do, and I really am enjoying the additional sounds I can make now with my Git fiddles.
Oh,
I
screw that
hate
guy.
that.
F
The
you,
best
guy.
thing in the world for me is always resets when you take your foot off. No extra switches to worry about tapping. I compared this to my friend's original, and the only features missing is the option to have the pedal not spring back and the
Oh.
option to turn the
It's
effect
like a.
It's a wah pedal.
with a separate foot switch.
It's a
My
wah pedal,
friend
isn't it?
agreed that if it were available when he purchased his, he would have saved the money and gone with the junior. Paid less than 80 for this new, and it shipped perfectly within 2 days.
Oh, it's a whammy.
That's what I was thinking too. But is
I
there a
think it-
whammy junior?
I was thinking it was a wah at first. Is it a wah?
It is a wall.
Is it a crybaby junior?
It is not.
Oh, is it one of the? I mean, it's basically like one of those. Is it spring loaded? I'm assuming that's what he's saying. Like I had this crappy wah pedal that was like triangle shaped, you know, and it would like spring back and turn off when you let go of it.
Mm.
That's what he's saying essentially.
Is it?
But then at
is it
the end,
one
what
of
did he say at the
um,
end about it being spring loaded?
He said, I think he said that the
That it's
the
not.
non-junior one can do that, and this one does not.
So he's saying it doesn't have, but it automatically turns off when you let go of it. It's a wah pedal though. Is it like some Dunlop? It's not the Crybaby Junior.
It is not made by Dunlop.
MXR mini wah?
It is not
Is
MXR.
it like one of those Morley ones? Because it has like
It
a
is not
base
Morley.
plate, right?
Is it?
It does have a base plate.
It has a base plate that's like bigger than the treadle.
Yes.
That's dumb. Is it like it's not one of those badass whatever it is? Wah. It's not the Morley. Yeah, you just said that.
Mm-hmm. He said it's not one.
Oh, but you asked that, and then that's what he said in response to you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked him if it was a Morley, and he informed me that no, in fact, it was not a Morley.
So we're just going to take that at face value and assume that it's not a Morley.
That's fair. Is it a Fender?
No.
Is that a Fender wah?
No, first a Gibson and then a Fender. You get it?
Yeah, dude. I do. Is it a Gibson wah?
No.
Is it first a Gibson?
Is it a Boss wah?
Baswa.
It
Is that a Baswa?
That's my
Is
favorite.
it a MXR wah?
That's my favorite
No.
yoga pose, the Baswa.
Is it
Is this like something we're ever going to guess that we've heard of? Is it like some new Chinese brand?
It's not a weird new Chinese brand.
It's
No.
not Joyo.
No.
is it an old Chinese brand?
It's a brand that you know.
Is it MXR? Did I say that
I know a
already?
lot of brands.
You
so.
said that 3 times.
Is it TC Electronic?
No.
It's just a wah though. It's not like some other effect that happens to have a treadle on it, right? Is it treadle or treadle?
I remember I said treadle one time, and you guys acted like I was a moron.
No, I think I said treadle and you corrected me. But it's like you don't say don't treat on me, right? No, I'm almost positive it is
I
treadle.
do.
But I used to
I
always
think it's treadle.
Don't
too.
treat.
I used to always think
Stop.
it was treadle.
Please stop treating.
Don't treat on me.
Will you kindly please stop treating on
treat.
me?
Treadle? Treadle.
Damn near killed. Treadle. It's
Treadle.
oh
Treadle.
my gosh. It's just a wah. It's got a big bass. He's saying it's smaller though. It's like some updated
It's a
version
junior
of an old-
version of something.
It is a junior version of something.
I'm just gonna Google junior wah. Wah junior.
That's cheating.
I know, but
So all of your points will go to Cole.
What color is it? Black?
I know what it is. Damn it. I'm not gonna say anything.
Good
What color
job,
is it?
Aaron.
What color is it?
Gray.
And
No. When you guys
Is it
asked me
Digitech
what, no, it's not Digitech.
or
When
Dodd?
you guys asked me what color is it, and I've said the
Yeah.
primary color
Just say a couple colors, Phil. It's not a freaking deposition. here.
remember
It's
earlier
gray.
when you
Act
said
like a normal
and black.
person.
that's what you said earlier. You said it's like gray. It's gray with black, and it's kind of like a green color. That's what you said earlier. For the space segment.
Is it like is it like shaped? Is it like triangular shaped? The treadle part,
No.
kind of like trapezoidal, or is it?
No, it is not.
No,
It's not. Man,
you're never gonna guess this ever.
it's
I
not
don't
the
think I've
only
ever
one
heard
that
of
comes to
this.
mind, especially that has like a separate base plate. Is the Morley stuff?
You have not
But
said
as Aaron has pointed out, he already asked that, and you said it isn't that.
you have not said the brand name. That is a
Is it a very big brand?
yes.
Huge,
Boss.
No.
slightly smaller, but also bigger.
Electro Harmonix.
Actually, it's probably bigger than Boss.
Really? TC
Oh, you think
Electronic?
so? You think this brand is bigger than Boss?
Oh, is it like
Yes.
is it
Bigger than
Vox?
Bigger than Boss.
No.
Bigger
Is it
than
a
think
Vox
it's
Walk?
bigger than Boss.
Big Boss? Like
Bigger than Boss. Bigger than Boss. Bigger than Boss. Bigger.
bigger than
Well, maybe more widespread than Boss.
As far as the pedal industry,
Are they
Aaron,
mostly a pedal company?
If it's just pedals, then Boss, then I don't know.
They
I
make
would still say
guitars
it's
too?
on par.
They do make guitars.
They do make
But they have
guitars.
also they also are known for pedals.
They're
Yup.
probably they probably have the most known pedal ever.
Ibanez?
Yes.
Ibanez has a wah?
Yes.
Yes.
How dumb is that? What does it look like?
You're gonna hate it.
Well, it's gray and black
It's gray and black.
with some red
and smaller than.
Oh,
and white.
Dude,
Another
this
one.
is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. What the crap? And it does have little like plastic knobs that you push in and they pop back out.
Yeah, like
on a car
the
stereo.
bass
That
and
guy
treble
nailed
on
it,
your
man.
car stereo.
Well, wait, and didn't Ibanez have a pedal that did that too? A pedal.
Well, they
line
have
with-
the Tone Lock series,
Yeah.
and this looks like those too, like the 10 series or whatever,
Dude, that thing is
or the
hideous.
sevens, maybe it was the 7s or 10s.
Okay, so it
Oh
doesn't.
yeah, 7. It is part of it because it's WD7.
Oh my gosh, Junior, WD7 Junior.
The Weeping Demon.
Oh,
What
it's
the
so ugly. Why does it have like freaking speed holes in the?
I know.
It's so dumb.
When did that
It's-
come out?
You know why it does? It's so like if you've got mud on your shoe,
Exactly.
You can
big
use
disgrace.
you can use the pedal to like scrape the mud off.
You got mud on your shoe, you big discrew. Oh, that is ugly. I'm glad that I now know this pedal exists because
Whoa, dude.
Here's what I like. I like
And it has a
that
big hole in it too. What's that
it
big
is
hole?
very
for?
big.
There's a screw in the middle of that hole.
To like adjust the tension, maybe.
Maybe. Must be.
I like that it's very big, and this very big pedal is smaller than some other version.
Dude, look up the original one. It has
Dude,
like an
what is that
extra
thing on the side
box
of it?
on the side of it with a foot switch on it.
Is that to like? That's like so you don't have to push it all the way down to engage it or something.
Do I type in Weeping
Yeah,
Demon
Weeping
Senior?
Demon Wah. Yeah, Weeping Demon Senior. Dude, what is that? It's like a little sidecar on a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't
It's
know
so
what it
funny that
does.
this one's Junior, and all they did is cut off that ridiculous thing on the side, like
Well, it
the
has-
actual footprint of
has
the pedal.
less knobs too.
Yeah, but the footprint of the pedal doesn't look that much different.
Well,
Like, I
that's what he
guarantee
said.
that-
He said it's the same size.
Oh yeah, but the base is smaller. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. He said the treadle is the same. I'm using that word as if I've like used it my whole life or something, but
The treadle is the same. Yeah.
the treadle.
This thing
Oh my
is
gosh.
crazy.
That is ridiculous.
It is
It's also
part of the
like,
Tone Lock
okay,
series.
We got to make a wah pedal because it's the most popular pedal, but we can't just make it like the wah that everyone knows and loves. So we're gonna make it like extreme. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. I now
We're gonna
want that.
name it-
original.
Oh, so check this out. Here's what it does. You can
What'd it do?
you can set the treadle part wherever you want, right? And then put it in foot switch mode, and the foot switch on the side turns it on and off.
Okay, so you could do like a cocked wah thing.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool, actually.
it is kind of
Dude,
it's clever. It looks
except-
insane.
It is the ugliest.
Dude, it is so ugly.
It is the weirdest, ugliest. I've never seen anything like this.
It's like the freaking Homer Simpson car. Right? Except instead of being designed by Homer, it was designed by like a 14-year-old boy.
Dude, I might buy this.
The
You can
original
buy-
one with the
you
foot
can buy
switch?
the full size one. There's one on for $85 on Reverb right now.
Dude,
That's
get it.
So
With
dumb.
free shipping.
Is the whole thing plastic? Is the foot part
can't tell
plastic?
if it's
I'm not going to
plastic
say
or
the word
metal.
again. I can't use that word anymore. It's a ridiculous word.
The treadle
It
looks. I
Oh,
don't.
and it even
think
has
it
side
is.
jacks.
It's like aluminum or something.
Gosh, the thing must be
but the
heavy
case,
as hell.
the base plate must be plastic though, right?
I can't tell.
Because isn't that whole series plastic?
Whoa. There's some weird lever on the left side of this thing.
What, a lever?
Oh my gosh, it looks like the thing that you use to like clamp down your bike seat.
Or to like, yeah. You know, if you want to like lean back a little bit in your car, you pull that thing out.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that is exactly what it's like.
Oh my gosh, this is
What on earth is this pedal?
That's how you switch from foot switch mode to auto switch mode.
Dude, check out this. The website Guitar Fella did a review of the Ibanez Weeping Demon in 2019. What is happening?
Dude. This thing is insane.
Offering
Aaron,
superior.
you have to buy it.
Okay, this guitarfella.com gave it
I mean, I'll
Like-
buy it with Gear Slot money.
5 stars, saying the Weeping Demon is a force to be reckoned with, offering superior control over your sound, backed up with insane sound quality and versatility, covering all genres of music. All available at a surprisingly affordable price tag. Grab it now. This is all one sentence. This part is all one sentence. Grab it now and safely put your worries to rest. All available at a surprisingly affordable price tag. That's not how that. It's surprisingly affordable price. You're not buying a price tag. The price tag is probably very affordable. It's probably
It's available
costs a
at
couple
the tag.
cents.
You have to go to the tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And also, like, don't call it a wah-wah pedal. That makes you sound like you're 80 years old. That's what this person in the review calls it. It's a wah pedal. Don't act so old. Dude, there's so many things on this. It looks like, oh my gosh. It looks like it would have been like a freaking accessory for like a Rob the Robot type of thing.
It does. Why would they make
I love the logo.
an enclosure that has this bulbous
It's so dumb.
thing hanging off of it
Yeah.
for one foot switch? Like, why not just make the whole thing like
Because then you can like tuck something else up on the top or whatever.
I guess. Or like the jack.
No.
It gives you a little extra room for the jack because the
Yeah.
jack's on the side too.
That's true. The jack is there.
okay, but how
The
what
jack is
that? Like
there.
an inch and a half hanging off? Maybe an inch.
It's a
It's
lot.
got to be an inch and a half.
It is
at least.
big.
Gosh, that
It is like
so...
30% of the width of the pedal.
It's because this thing's probably like 12 inches long.
Yeah, dude.
for our viewers at home. When this episode drops, we're gonna have to post pictures of it.
Oh, so what that thing does, the lever on the side activates the spring.
Oh, so that's what went away. That's another thing that went away with the mini version.
Yeah. So it like engages the spring, so it's spring loaded. But then if you like loosen it, it's like a snare, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it like releases the spring and it's just free floating.
But if the spring is on, then it automatically resets back to its position.
Yeah,
So you can't use it. You can't
It's
do like a
position.
cocktail.
that's crazy.
Dude, what a dumb thing that exists.
But it's so smart, also.
And it has side jacks that are recessed in the pedal, which is also pretty great.
Everything makes sense, but in like the most
Yeah.
ridiculous way.
Exactly. That's why it's like the Homer Simpson car.
I
Like
don't
each
understand
individual
that
feature
reference.
makes sense. What is that hole in the middle of the thing though that has the screw there? Is that
I'm
for
pretty
tension?
sure that is for just to adjust the tension of the spring, probably,
That makes sense. That's amazing.
because there is definitely a screw in there.
Shout out to guitarfella.com, the proud supporters of this podcast.
You guys, there's a YouTube channel called Wawa Pedals,
That is dumb.
and they have a review of this.
They missed an opportunity. They should call it Wawa West.
Oh, someone has to make a video of like Kanye, like some Kanye song through a wah pedal, and then it's Wah Wah West.
Wawa West.
Okay, guys,
Phil, that was a great game. It was a roller coaster of emotions.
it was so good. I'm glad that you Googled it before me, and we're just like so blown away at how ridiculous it was.
Dude, it's crazy.
And those are good. That, like, as soon as you said they have the most famous pedal, that kind of gave it away, obviously, but that's a good clue.
It's a good clue that completely gives it away.
Exactly. I mean, that's the definition.
But
of a
at
good clue,
that
I guess.
point, it was like,
Yeah, I needed that. I wasn't going to get it. Because also, who on the planet knows that this thing exists?
Who among us?
and then, no, you would have never guessed Ibanez. You
No.
would have never guessed Ibanez.
Dude, I think the battery might be under that little foot switch, too.
Yeah, it is. That's how the tone lock ones work. I don't know how. I wonder how it is on the little one, the junior.
No, the junior one. It's on the side.
Oh,
Like-
that's
like
right.
if-
It opens up.
It like opens up to the side where that thing would have been. Oh my gosh. It's like kind of disappointing that they made a different version of this pedal and took out some of the ridiculous things on it.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so many, like, why stop there? Like, just, all normal wah pedals already exist. Just let this one be the most ridiculous thing ever. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. You can buy from awkwardsound.com, you can buy this pedal and it comes with 2 patch cables. Bro. Okay, so we'll all go get this Weeping Demon and we'll have a review next time we record. Deal.
So there's this video on YouTube. It's called Ibanez WD7 Junior Weeping Demon Junior wah pedal, and it's this guy playing, but it has like Guitar Hero stuff on the screen. I don't understand what's happening.
Yes.
It's not Rocksmith.
No, it says Guitar Hero on the screen.
What
But he's actually just playing his regular guitar along with it.
That is so. Oh, that's like his way to get his backing track. Like the most cumbersome way you
must
could
be.
possibly get a backing track.
But then he has it playing. But it's
Oh,
like
you know what?
just
Maybe
overlaid
he's-
on him playing.
Maybe he's doing it because if you stop playing guitar on Guitar Hero, the latest on Guitar Hero 5, it will stop the guitar part in the song. Like the background music won't be playing the guitar. So it's actually, if that's what he's doing, that's a pretty ingenious way of getting like
But then doesn't
a
it
backing
like
track without guitar.
doesn't it go like
No, you can turn off like failure and stuff.
uh
I wish I could do that in my own life.
but then why show it? Why not just rip the music?
That's so weird. And I don't know, maybe we're giving him too much credit, but if he is doing that, that's actually
Or is
pretty
there a
ingenious.
PC version of Guitar Hero where you can like plug in your guitar? Like how
No.
Rocksmith works?
No. There's not.
Then I don't know what's happening here. It's great content though. I'm gonna post this video in the group. Not right
Nice.
now.
Say like, stay tuned for next Thursday.
I don't want to give it away.
Yes.
But I put it in the notes so I can
You don't want
remember.
to give it away now.
I don't want to give it away. Give it away.
Give it away.
Give it away.
Give it
now.
away. Give it away.
Guys, what a great episode.
Wow, wow, West.
This is like, I would say this is like a watershed moment for us.
And I didn't talk about like poop or anything.
Yeah, dude.
Hygiene of any kind. So I feel like I'm doing well.
Thanks for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.
Frank Bates.
Frank Band. Oh, it's just like the actual.
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's like
It makes
green
no
screened himself
sense.
over like half of.
Yes. I have no idea
Dude,
what is
Put a
happening.
lot of work.
And then there's like a little window where it just shows his foot on the wall also.
But also like that, he's playing like that's freaking beginner Guitar Hero. There are like so few notes on that thing.
I know. I don't understand it at all.
What on earth?
Zombie 13. This dude has 9,000 subscribers.
800 notes, 1,500 notes. Yeah, this is some like hacked version of Guitar Hero. Or this is just a joke. It's just like satire. It's irony.
I don't know, but
I'm so confused.
dude, he has a series of covers where he just plays wrestling theme covers and dresses like the wrestlers.
What?
Yeah.
He has 10,000 subscribers, but this video only has. Oh,
I bet that's
maybe
an old video.
Yeah, it's 2017.
Oh, that's not that old.
What is even happening?
You guys have to see this.
I plan to watch it after we're done
No,
recording.
not that. Not that.
The second one. You
Click
just
on this
saw?
one now. Click on it now and just watch like 10 seconds of it.
Oh man. So this apparently this is Sting's actual theme song, like his walkout music or something.
Apparently. This is so weird. I love it. Okay.
It's like so subdued, like the music.
Yeah. It seems like it's going to be like metal, but it's just not. You guys
Oh, and
need
then
to
it's
break-
him dressed up as Sting playing guitar.
Yeah, dude.
What?
It's nuts.
But even the guitar stuff, yeah, it looks like it's going to be all shreddy, and then it's just like playing these.
Like slow single notes.
He's just playing like the rhythm guitar. That video has 36,000 views.
I wonder how
Ivan
big
has
like, the cross
7 string.
section
That guitar is actually pretty rad looking.
yeah.
Why am I still watching this video?
I don't know.
I don't know what's even happening with our lives.